Hey, what's going on? This is EA. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate y'all rocking with me today. This is your first time. Um, and if you've been rocking with me for a while, if you would be so kind to hit that thumbs up button, I really appreciate it. It caused my video to get some traction. Yeah, what I'm gonna share with you today is my entryway refresh. Now you know, and I know, man, the entryway is the first impression of your home that people get once they walk in. It's gonna set the tone for your entire space. Whether your style is modern, whether it's cozy or classic, there are a few things that you have to consider when decorating, this important area. Yeah, with regard to the entryway, functionality is the key, right? It's important that your entryway is both beautiful. You want it to be beautiful. You want it to be practical. A console table or bench, that's going to create that stylish landing spot. Someone coming through the door, and also you might want to introduce some baskets, some coat hooks, or decorated trays to help keep your keys in, bags and or a place for your shoes and things of that nature. But yeah, those are some things you need to think about. With regard to your entryway. Again, you want the entryway to be functional. Now, I just happen to have a large window in my entryway, and that window allows a lot of light to come in. If you don't have, if your entryway is not adjacent to a window, you might want to consider, introducing some mirrors or a mirror. Not only do the mirror make, the space feel bigger, but it also reflects light, right? And don't forget, a touch of nature, also adds, a lot of texture to the space. Fresh flowers, some greenery. Just bring life and energy into the space. It makes the space feel fresh, and vibrant. Let me tell you this right here. I think one of the most overlooked details with regard to entryways, and that's probably one of the most important things that you should not forget, right? And that is fragrance. A well-scented entryway creates an instant mood boost, right? And you might want to try a diffuser, scented candles, room spray, a plug-in, right? And matter of fact, while we're there, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that I'm introducing, into the space. And I'm going to start with fragrance. What I purchased this patchouli and vanilla diffuser from Home Goods. I paid $12.99 for it, and it smells heavily. This stuff smells good. But yeah, a diffuser, something to add fragrance, some ambience, make something that's pleasant and refreshing, in your entryway. That first impression, when folks come in, they know it smells good. It's going to determine whether they stay for a short period of time or whether they, leave quickly, right? So it's up to you. But fragrance, very important. I also picked up this dome candle light. It's operates on 2 AA batteries, right? Really nice, beautiful at night, very ambient light, $9.99. Home Goods. I also went back over to Second and Charles and picked up some more decorative books, right? Yeah. Again, on Wednesdays, Second and Charles. If you have a distributor in your area, buy one book, get one book free on Wednesdays. Got a nice basket here, and I mentioned baskets just a minute ago. Got a nice basket here from Home Goods. I paid $34 for this. Really nice. It's deep as well. Additionally, from Wayfair, purchased a new entryway rug. It's 4x5, 5x4, 4x5. Right? It's going to fit really well in the space. I really like it. I paid $69 for this. See that pattern? Very nice. What else? I also purchased some new curtains. Now the curtains that I purchased are actually I purchased the first set I purchased. They were too dark, so I sent those back to Amazon, and I purchased a new set, coming a set of two panels per set, and it cost me $39.99. And I'm going to show those to you real quick. You can see, and it's a cream beige, really nice. And also installed the new curtain rod from Home Goods, $24.99. Purchased the curtain rings from Amazon. If you're going to purchase any rings for your curtains and the hooks and so forth, I would advise you to check out Amazon. They have the best prices. And also, if you notice this little artwork light, purchased. They came in a set of 3 from Amazon. I think they were $32 for 3, and I'll show you in just a bit how they work. And also, purchased 3 coat hooks, and I thought that would add a little flair, nice design, and make the area a little more functional as well, right? So yeah, got those from Target. Purchased those at Target. They were like $4 a piece. I DIY'd them because they were golden brown. Didn't need them. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and reconstitute everything, get everything all decorated up and everything, and give you a daytime view and a nighttime view. Okay. Again, I won't belabor the point any further, but please like and subscribe, and I'll check you out in the next video. Peace.
Okay, here we go. Entryway. This is the prelude to my Entryway Refresh or Makeover. As you can see, I haven't done a whole lot over here. It's kind of bare. It's not a lot. The only item here, of course, is the cabinet. I did DIY this cabinet some time ago. But other than that, we're gonna change the rug out. Of course, we're gonna do some jazzy stuff with the cabinet. Reconfigure a few things. Introduce some new accent pieces. In addition to that, as you can see, the curtain rod that I have here, we have the grommets. We're going to remove these grommet curtains. We're going to change those out for some pleated sheer curtains. Also, I kind of went with that farmhouse look initially. As you can see, I had these rods in different in other rooms in the house, and I'm going to be get rid of these things for sure. They outlived their purpose as far as I'm concerned. I'm no longer in love with the look. Okay, but when I first saw them, when I first went to the house, oh yeah, it's unique, it's different. Let me try these. I later discovered that this was more with regard to design style, consistent with the farmhouse look. So I needed something a little bit warmer, more that would fit better, in the overall decor scheme that I'm trying to establish here in the house. So this is the before. This is before. This is the before. Yeah, this is the before in the entry area of the home. This is the before. And it's right next to the bathroom. There's that bathroom. Right. Let's go over here. Okay. This is the before in the foyer. Stay tuned. Oh, there was one more thing that I almost forgot. 2 things I've done. I completed these jobs, small jobs, a couple of months ago. I actually painted the railings as well in my staircase and the entryway, just to add some color, because everything was pretty, it was white, very light. As you can see, the walls are white, and the floor is a white oak. That's throughout the entire house, and I wanted a little contrast in color, a pop of color, and I think I effectively achieved that. I actually used a Benjamin Moore color called Midnight. In addition to that, what I also did was when I painted my door, if you notice, the door looks very large, and I did that. I created that illusionary look effect by actually painting around the trim on the door, in addition to the door itself. So it did so that the opening wouldn't appear so small. So basically, what this does is give your door, your entryway, a more grandeur type look. It also makes the area look a little more expensive, you know. And it's very dynamic, very impressive, semi-imposing, you know. But it has an awesome effect, and it actually makes the entryway look a lot larger. And let me get a little bit closer to show you what I'm talking about here. Right? As you can see, this is the door, and this is the trim. Right? So I actually painted around the entire trim of the door. Right? And it added, as far as the size of the door, it actually added an additional, up top, it added an additional 4, maybe 5 inches to the height of the door, and about another 1, 2, maybe 3.5, 4 inches on each side of the door. Right? So that's something you might want to consider as well when you're refreshing your entryway. So I think I finished it. I think I've included everything I intended on including. All right, here we go.
Okay, just walking through the process, and what I'm doing right now, basically, I'm measuring the wall, the area where I'm going to actually place my pictures. I have some artwork that I'm going to place on each side of the window. They're actually black and white prints. I had some prints in my photo album of my daughter and my son at my son's wedding, and also my dear dad, R.I.P. rest in peace, miss you, Dad. And what I did was take them to Walmart and had them, first I took them to Staples and had them print them out for me, enlarge them and so forth on the correct paper. Then I took them to Walmart, and what they did for the most part was size everything, and they put them on their own picture or portrait paper, which was I thought it was nicer quality. So I had them complete those pictures for me, and I went over to Hobby Lobby and purchased some matting, and I inserted the matting. I already had the frames. I just inserted the matting in, put the pictures in, boom, instant artwork. So I've just completed putting the one on one side. I put the other one on the adjacent side. So yeah, so bam, abracadabra. As you can see, I was able to get those pictures hung up. So I'm moving right along now. Okay, now it's time to get started removing this ugly farmhouse curtain rod. It gave me a few issues because the screw didn't want to come out of the wall. So what I had to do was go and pull out some of my tools, get my toolbox, get some pliers, and I had to pull it out of the wall. And as a consequence, of course, I had to repair the wall back before hanging the new rod and curtains. You know, going throughout the house, removing all of the grommet curtains. What I've decided to do, since I have a box full, just wrapping them up. I'm gonna package them up, and I'm gonna take them over to either Goodwill or the thrift, so that they can find them a new home. So now I'm just in the process of placing the new anchors or rod hooks onto the wall, or brackets rather, into the wall, so that I can go ahead and hang the new rod. One of the things I'll mention, since I have it, out here, if you're getting up on a ladder, make sure you have a good sturdy ladder. You don't want anything that's going to rock, especially if you don't have anyone working with you to support you. This particular product, I purchased a ladder. I purchased it at Home Depot. It's called the Little Giant. It's magnificent. It's sturdy. It's strong. I feel absolutely secure when I'm having to climb up there on this ladder and do any type of work. Yeah, this is a good product. It's something I want to share with you guys. It's called the Little Giant. I think I paid about $89 for it, something like that. Okay, now the brackets are in, it's time to get started. I'm gonna go ahead and put this bracket up here, and I'm gonna take my leveler and put it up on the top in the center just to ensure that it's level. How you like that? Dead center, baby. I couldn't actually make up my mind to go light or dark on the curtains. I wanted to go lighter. I purchased 2 sets of curtains. This is the darker set. I just hung them up there just to see how they look. After I got down and looked at them for a few hours, I said, nah, we're going to go with the lighter set. So that's what I eventually decided to go with. What I decided to do is what I like to do. I hung both sets just to see which one was that I preferred. And again, the lighter set won out primarily because it's a fresher look, and we are in the spring, you know. So perhaps I'll go with the dark shade around fall of this year. Okay, this is what I've gotten done so far off camera. I've actually replaced the curtain rod. I have new curtains that I've installed. These particular curtains, of course, they had the rings, whereas the previous curtains were the grommet variety. I'm trying to convert all my curtains to this particular style. Okay, but yeah, these are some beautiful beige cream curtains. I love them. The other thing that I did off camera is I installed these garment hooks next to the door. I thought that'll add a real nice touch, texture to the and vibe to the space. I actually DIY'd these. They were brown and gold. Purchased these from Target. They were $4.49 each, I believe. Yeah, $4.49 each. And also purchased these artwork illumination lights. I purchased these also from Amazon. It came in a pack of 3. I think I paid $30 for them. I'll try to leave the link in the description. But I got 3 of these. Came in a pack of 3. You get 3 for about, I want to say $28, $29. But anyway, I'll try to find out exactly how much they cost, and I'll put those in the description. Yeah, so that's what I've done so far. That's what I've gotten done so far. And yeah, so let's go ahead and I'll show you the other items that I'm going to be introducing into the space, and then we'll move on with putting redecorating, if you will, and then we'll do that daytime reveal and then the nighttime reveal. All right, stay tuned.